All right, let's go ahead and get live. Let's go ahead and talk about what we're going to be putting down today, which is our mentality. What types of challenges are we facing off against? How we can open our mind. Here we just had a storm. A lot of people weren't able to be prepared. There were a lot of people that didn't have all-wheel drive vehicles, and it snows. So the question would be is how can you prepare yourself for your challenges before you face off against them so that you can utilize them in such a way that the challenges don't have the ability to hold you back. And a lot of times when we're going through challenges, the biggest part that we forget is that every single day is a challenge. The places, the things that we are going through on a daily, they're not to stop you, but they're meant to help you to grow. They're there to give you the ability to find the growth, to find the ability, to find the mentality inside of yourself that the challenges no longer can hold you back. And so as I sit here and I write, as I sit here and I speak, as I sit here and put in the time, the effort, the ability, might the mentality open you up to that place? Might it start to utilize the energies that you have inside of yourself in such a way that you have the ability to open up? And a lot of times that's what we're facing off against truly, is how we open our minds. A lot of times we disable the mind by not having the ability to continue even when other people would. See, the thing is the person who becomes successful at anything is the one who's continuing when other people are giving up. And so as I put this out there, as I put the Patreon, the website, the podcast, as I continue to grind, as I continue to put shorts out, might you follow, might you start using the energy inside and start to put yourself into a place where your mentality starts to open up. See, when you open your mind, there's going to be amazing things, and it's quite funny when people think that the practice of meditation is just with eyes closed. Because the practice of meditation isn't with your eyes closed. It's when your eyes are open. It's when you're in the places. It's the way you're utilizing your energy. It's how your focus, your ability, your mentality opens you up. What is it that you're facing off against today? What would it take for you to believe in yourself, to know yourself, to spend time on yourself? See, a lot of times we're trying to seek out things on the outside instead of seeking it out inside of who we are. And inside of that place, you ultimately will truthfully find yourself. But you have to put in the ability. You got to put in the effort. You got to be willing to sit down and write things down, even when they're difficult, even when other people might say it's not possible, because inside of that impossibility, there is possibility. And so how do we open up to focusing to that level? What are some of the skills, the abilities, the mentalities that will liberate you from the challenges that you're facing off against? A lot of times people on the outside aren't going to be able to see what you're facing off against. It's up to you to identify and define the way to focus, to use the true core knowledge that you have inside of yourself to overcome your challenges. And it's inside of that place that challenges become your friend. It's inside of that place that the ability inside of you starts to open your mind and open your ability to where you have the ability to overcome your challenges. See, challenges don't stop you. They're meant to help you to grow. They're meant to help you to find a way, to find an ability, to find it inside of yourself, to start to study the reason why things are happening, the reason why these challenges are coming your way, and what it means to be you. Hi, my name is Marcel, and this is my podcast, and this is my place of growth, of mentality, where I'm reminded on a daily, if it's not motivation, if it's not meditation, if it's not inspiration, then what is it? And what is it that you're seeking out after? Are you seeking out after single things, or are you looking at your ability to find yourself and to find your multiple levels of energy, your multiple levels of ability? What is it that you want to enable your mind? Or are you locking yourself into the limited mentality, into the limited ability within this universe? Are you utilizing this universe in such a way that you have things open up to you, that doors open, that the walls that we face off against start to fall down, that the walls that we face off against start to become the reason why we're able to climb? See, a lot of people, they think climbing isn't a part of the process, but getting there is a joy. Getting through your challenges, truthfully finding yourself, is amazing. And in that process of finding yourself, there's going to be a lot of difficulties. There's going to be a lot of steps. There's going to be a lot of things that you're going to have to go through that, quite frankly, a lot of people wouldn't even want to face off against. That they're your journey and it's part of your path to find that way. So what are some tools that we could put there that would help you? Well, if we start to look at positive mentality and the process of positive thinking, the process of understanding Newton's third law, for each action there's an equal and opposite reaction, and how we can utilize this on a daily basis, how the universe can become your friend, then we have a chance. Then we truly have a chance to recognize, to start to move the things out of our lives, to allow the universe, to allow things to leave your life that aren't meant for it, so the things that are meant for your life have the ability to. The other thing is recognizing the law of riches, that when you give, you receive more. When you allow the universe to be the one that's giving, not just off a singular person, then the universe has the ability to yield 10 times what a normal person could. And so when you're looking inwards for the answers, when you're looking at the universe and how to utilize it, recognize that you are a part of it, and that your part is to be a part of that process and to be a part of that path that you're on. And so as the universe starts to utilize you, you will see the things. And as we care for one another, we put the care into the universe, we put the care into each and every living thing. We find ourselves, we find ourselves in self-care, in self-knowledge, in self-discipline. And it's not easy. It's not easy to work on these things. It's not easy to start to gain the knowledge to the reason why something happened to you. It's not easy for our mentality to open up. There's a lot of things that we find ourselves in places where we personally fear the ability to find there. And it's inside of that place, when you focus past that point, that it becomes not able to stop you. And inside of that, and when fear no longer stops you, when it has no ability to hold you back, when it has no ability to hold you back, the grind that you're on, the ability to focus past that point starts to become your friend. And finding that friend inside of yourself is amazing. Finding that friend that lets you speak your mind, that lets you speak your abilities. The reason why I'm able to get on here right now, the reason why I'm able to speak to you guys, is because of mentality, because of focus, because of discipline. Focus, knowledge, and discipline is what exists in the universe, folks. Utilizing motivation, meditation, and inspiration in such a way that they become reflections, that you might gain universal wealth, that you might gain universal health, that you might gain universal ability. And so are we finding the ability inside of ourselves, or are we limiting it? Are we finding the ability inside of ourselves, or are we holding ourselves back? Are we disabling our minds? Are we finding our mind, or are we disabling it? And that's the question that we got to ask ourselves. And inside of that place is where discipline is. And so focusing to that point, to use the universe at that depth, is like cutting into the universe with a butter knife. See, the thing is, it's not dull, it's not sharp. It's just the right amount of cut. And we can utilize that when our mentality opens up, when our energy opens up, and our ability finds its way to manifest. See, this is what I'm talking about. Do you want to manifest your dreams? Do you want the things that you think to become a reality? Are you able to utilize the universe to liberate your mind? And not a lot of people can do that. Not a lot of people find peace inside of themselves to the point where the knowledge has the ability to write the book that's in front of you, to write the pages, to write the manifestation of your dreams, of your abilities, of your mentalities. And so it's amazing that there's these platforms that at some point somebody will listen to this message, and that might liberate their mind, that they might start to use the tools that they've learned, to use the abilities that they've learned, and to stop allowing the ability to be a disability. Our minds enable us. Our ability to overcome challenges is in all of us, and our mentalities is the place where we grow. Blessings as always, and namaste.